Hi friends, today I wanted to talk a little bit about mental health. So, you may not have noticed, but I haven't posted a video in like 2 weeks. And the only reason I had videos posted before that for another week at least was because I pre-recorded some videos and was able to edit them and release them. And even so, I released them each a day late. But basically, I won't go into details here about my personal life, but some stuff happened, and the last month has been really, really rough. And, well, basically, that's why I haven't posted in the last 2 weeks. I still have different video ideas in mind and different things I want to do. I have some things that I haven't opened yet because I was waiting to review them and record a video, so there are still many, many things that I want to do, but the last couple of weeks, I have barely had the energy to do anything. It's been a time. Some of you who have me added on social media, mainly Facebook, I've posted a little bit here and there. Again, I still didn't really share many details and mostly ended up taking down posts like a day or two later. I still have them, they're just privated, so only I can see them. I've been going through some stuff and I'm okay now. Hence why I'm able to record a video today. Last week, I was planning on sitting down. I was going to record another clown makeup video because I kind of wanted to record one with like the color scheme of my hair right now, the like bi-flag colors, the pink to purple to blue. As you can see, it's faded again now. I've touched it up once, but obviously there was no video last week, so that didn't happen. I woke up and I was very low energy, and I kept going back and forth between whether or not I was going to record a video. Then I thought, okay, maybe I don't have the energy to record another clown video. Maybe I'll just sit down and record a video like this where I talk about kind of what's been going on and like mental health and stuff like that. But I couldn't even do that. I just had no energy for anything at all. Like I just couldn't. I couldn't do anything that day, basically, so it was clear to me the video wasn't happening, and it made me kind of sad because that was now the second week that I didn't release a video, and that is the very first time that that has happened since I started consistently posting videos on my channel. Basically, after COVID hit and, 2020 happened and I had a lot more free time, and I decided I was gonna focus more on my YouTube. And I started posting every week, and there have been moments where I've skipped 1 week because I couldn't do it for whatever reason, but this was the first time that I've skipped 2. And it made me pretty sad, honestly. But that's kind of the thing about mental health, it goes hand in hand with how active you're able to be and what you're able to do and how you feel and how you act, and just your whole life basically is affected by it. And the worst part of it is when you don't even have the energy to do the things that you normally love, the things you really enjoy. Like, I didn't really crochet much either. Like, I really couldn't do anything. About 3 weeks ago or so, I found out some news that it was a lot. Nobody passed away, nothing like that, because people have asked that. That's like the first thing people go to. Thankfully not that, but still, a lot of things have happened, and I had a breakdown about a week after that, and so that was the first time anything like that has happened in years, and it's draining, most of all. More than anything, is so draining. And you just kind of get stuck in it, and it's hard to get out of it. But I've mentioned here and there on my channel some of what I deal with, but not really. I try not to talk about it too much because I don't really want to be sad on my channel, but I do want to share some of what I go through with people on here and whoever watches my videos. I'm sure there are plenty of other people who can relate. I've also noticed, I don't know what's going on lately, but it seems like a lot of people are going through stuff right now. I've seen a lot more just sadness on like my feed and stuff, and I feel bad for everyone too. It's just like, I don't know what is going on, dude. Okay, I do know one thing. Mercury is in retrograde right now. So whether you believe in that or not, but that is happening until May 14th. Another thing, so it's May. My birthday's in May. It's May 20th, and I still don't have anything planned. I still don't know what I'm doing. I was kind of thinking about that when all of this was happening, and I was like, wow, like, I can't even be excited for my birthday right now. Like, I just want to not feel like crap when my birthday comes around. And so I have started back up on some medication. A little bit about that. I was on some meds last year for not quite a year. It was about 9 or 10 months, and I was on anxiety and ADHD and depression meds, and they did help. They helped a lot, honestly. But I was going through this program called Cerebral, and then I got insurance and was going to try to go through insurance. Also, there was some weird thing that happened where there was some miscommunication or something with Cerebral, and basically I wasn't getting meds anymore and had to get off of them. And then I wanted to see how it would be without them, and honestly it was fine. It was good for a little while. I even feel like the biggest difference I noticed is with my anxiety, because it used to be really, really bad and I couldn't control it. But after I took the meds, even when I got off of them, I was still able to kind of get back to like being somewhat okay. And like, I guess like what it was being able to feel how I'm supposed to feel when I was on the meds helped me kind of get there when I was off of them. So my anxiety has gotten a little bit better, so that's a plus. But yeah, basically since then I've been off of meds for, I don't know, 5-6 months. It's been a little while, and I decided to eventually try to go through my insurance and get all that set up. But to my disappointment, first of all, I got a really bad psychiatrist. My therapist was nice, I like her, but my psychiatrist was not at all. And I got kind of weird vibes from her during the like call or the interview or whatever. And then there was some more stuff that happened that really solidified the fact to me that she was a terrible psychiatrist and I really need to find a new one. But apparently, my insurance company has recently made some policy changes when it comes to ADHD, and basically I was told that I can't get ADHD meds. She's not gonna prescribe them to me until I go get a proper diagnosis where, one, they don't cover it, and I asked her how much it would be, and she said $2,000 to $3,000. And I was like, yeah, that's not happening. I'm like, I don't have fucking 2-3K to spend on this. Like, are you kidding me? And the crazy part is too, when I talked to her about like the fact that I was on Cerebral before this, she said, oh yeah, actually those companies are the reason why we changed our policy. And I'm sitting here thinking about it like, the reason people go to these online companies is because they can't get help anywhere else. Maybe because they've tried doing something like I have just now with going through my insurance, and they were basically told, like, suck it, figure it out. So yeah, like, so they go to these different online places to get help, and now the insurance companies, mine I guess in particular, I'm sure other ones are also doing that, and now the insurance companies are making it even harder. It's like, dude, you were the reason people did that to begin with, and now you're making it even harder? Like, are you kidding me? The system, honestly, is so messed up. It's so broken. I have shared some of this stuff on Facebook, and I've had many people comment and share their stories, and so many of them are so similar. People who have been diagnosed for years are now having trouble getting medication or getting help or anything like that. It's absurd, honestly. Like, I know there's also like a shortage of therapists and stuff like that right now, just because after 2020 and just the last couple of years have been so rough for everyone. So many things have happened. We're all struggling, and the people who try to get help, personally, like me, like I'm a little not a little, honestly, a lot disappointed in this whole system, in the healthcare system, in the mental health help system, just all of it. Yeah, I can keep rambling about this forever, honestly. There's so many things wrong with so many systems. in this country, educational system, prison systems, blah blah blah, the list goes on. Honestly, healthcare system is not that great either, especially when it comes to getting people help for their mental illnesses. And honestly, like, a lot of it is because of the way our society is set up. A lot of it is people struggling, like, because they realize that a lot of things are out of their control, you know, and there's all these negative things that we constantly hear, these negative things happening in the world, and we are defenseless and feel like we can't do anything to change it or do anything to help it. And it's that alone, like, the state of the world alone is enough to make anyone depressed, honestly. And then other people have, you know, other issues on top of that, whether that's anxiety or you know, OCD or ADHD or being on the spectrum, like, all of these different things. And so much of it would be better, and so much of it, like, you wouldn't even need meds if our society was just structured differently. But honestly, that is a whole other topic and conversation that I don't feel like going into right now. Basically, I just wanted to make this video to update you guys on what's been going on. I am a little better now. I have started medication again. It's only like the 3rd or 4th day that I'm on them, so like still very new. I did experience some really bad nausea the first day, which that really sucked. That didn't happen to me last time. But yeah, I was basically going back and forth on whether or not I want to take the meds again, because my psychiatrist, like, that appointment was so terrible, and I just like was like, oh, screw it, you know, like, I've been without meds for most of my life. And yeah, they helped before, but like, whatever, I'll be fine. And then this other thing happened, and then it was like one thing after another. We recently went on a trip too, and the flight back was canceled. It was, oh my god, it was such a headache. It was such a nightmare. And it was literally, it felt like one thing after another. And I'm like, I talked to my therapist too. She was very sympathetic. She was like, wow, that's a lot. And you know, I voiced my concerns about the psychiatrist and the meds, and she said, yeah, definitely look into getting another psychiatrist, like, she's not the one. And, you know, my biggest thing with meds is I know I don't want to take them for the rest of my life, and I don't want to rely on them. And I also know that, like, before, when I took them and then got off of them, you know, it was still, like, helpful afterwards. Like, I still felt the positive effects, I guess, after I was off of the medication. But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on that stressed me out a lot, and I decided I was gonna get the meds that I am able to get now, because the psychiatrist basically, there was 3 meds I was taking before, and she said that she obviously can't prescribe me the ADHD meds unless I go get a proper diagnosis, blah blah blah. But the other 2 meds, she was like, oh yeah, that's, you know, I could totally get that for you. I'm just like, dude, what? How does this freaking work? And like, she didn't even, like, yeah, we talked a little bit, but honestly, like, she didn't ask that many questions. And yeah, I got this call afterwards for chemical dependency program, and I was like, excuse me? Yeah, that was crazy. But basically, she did prescribe me the other 2 meds, and I decided I was gonna just get them and to help with my anxiety and depression and the current way I've been feeling, I guess, because the last, like I said, the last like 3 weeks have just been absolutely awful. I've struggled to do anything, and I just what made me finally make the decision to get the meds was last week, when I just could not sit down and record a video, and I was like, I can't keep going like this. I cannot keep wasting my life away and sitting here feeling bad and then not being able to do anything because I feel bad and then feeling worse because of it. It's just like a perpetual cycle, and it's like, I just cannot keep going like this. I need the meds. Like I said, I don't want to take them forever, but for now, temporarily. And my therapist suggested this too. She was like, yeah, it might help provide some relief from everything that's been going on. And, you know, I agree. So here we are. I'm back on anxiety and depression meds. I voiced my concerns about the ADHD situation, and I have had other people who also have ADHD recommend some like supplements and stuff like that have helped them. So I'm going to try that out. But yeah, there's but yeah, there's been a lot of things that happened in my life that, you know, have made it harder, made me stress more, and made the depression worse. The last few years have definitely been better than they were before. I've struggled with this pretty much my entire life, honestly. Like, I was depressed when I was a kid. Saying anything about it to my parents was pretty much useless, because mental health was not really something that the culture they grew up in, it was not something that people talked about, and if you did talk about it or mention it, you were basically just labeled a crazy person and told to just figure it out and deal with it on your own. So yeah, the few times that I did mention anything like that to my parents, did not really get the response that I needed, so I just kind of dealt with it on my own as best as I could. I've had to develop my own coping mechanisms. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. We all do what we have to do, but you know, over the last few years I have been trying to get some help, at least with that, and it has helped a little bit, but it's also been so frustrating because, like I said, they make it so difficult. The thing is also, like, people with mental illnesses already have trouble doing anything, like doing daily tasks, and here you are making it so difficult for them to call or get help or anything, to even make that first move. And then when they do, it's so disappointing when you're told you can't get help. It's like, why even bother? That's kind of what it feels like, you know? It's so disappointing, and it's so frustrating and honestly aggravating at times. It's just terrible. So what we can do is just try to make the best of the situation, try to do what we can do. If there's any activities we like to do that make us feel better, you know, try to do that. Although, like I said, even stuff like that, sometimes it's hard to do when you're in not a good mood, not a good spot, mental space. It's hard to do anything, even things that you enjoy. And that part, I think, sucks the most out of all of it. When you want to do something, but you just can't. Like, you just can't force yourself to do it. And honestly, I'm sure for me it's a combination of like ADHD and all of the other things, but for other people they have different combinations and different struggles, different mental health issues. You know, the list goes on. Everybody deals with their own thing. But yeah, I'm hoping that this video I guess lets people relate a little bit more, and I guess I want people to know that they're not alone in these kind of struggles, and we all go through them at one point or another. Some people have it worse than others. Some people are able to get help sooner, some people are able to get better help, and yeah, it's just it's individual to everyone. But if you're struggling with anything like this, you are not alone, and I'm so sorry for whatever you've had to deal with, and I hope it gets better, and I hope you're able to do activities that you enjoy despite feeling bad, and hopefully those activities will help you feel better and boost your mood. I really love making videos. That's why I'm on YouTube. I've had like a couple other channels, but they were kind of like random. Like, I'd post random stuff with my friends, but this is the first channel where I've actually like tried to grow it, and I really love doing this stuff. I love doing any kind of art things, and yeah, and it just sucks when I feel like I have to put everything on pause, my entire life on pause, because I just sit at home in my PJs and like stare at the wall because I can't do anything, or like doom scroll on my phone just to distract myself and not think about what's going on in my life. It's a lot. There's been a lot going on. But yeah, as you can see, I was able to dress up today, put on makeup. I have this lovely new hat I just finished. Isn't it cute? I actually used a pattern for this. I like never use patterns. I just freehand everything I crochet, but I really wanted to see how this one was made, and there's a wire in it, so that's cool. I'm gonna add some more stuff to it, but yeah. Also, this top and shawl are new, and I've never owned anything like this. Look how pretty the sleeves are. But yeah, basically I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, get back into doing what I love doing and enjoying my life, and making all of the art things, and doing fun makeup, and dressing up in fun clothes, and so on and so forth. And I'm definitely getting back to that, and I know you guys are never, you know, pushy or anything like that. Nobody ever sits here and says, oh my god, she didn't post a video this week, how dare she. I know nobody ever does that, and I also know my channel is still pretty small, but it still makes me feel bad when I can't fulfill, I guess, a promise that I made myself in a way. Maybe not a promise, but like a goal, because my goal was basically to post every week or as much as I could. And yeah, I really enjoy making videos, and I'm not gonna stop anytime soon, but every once in a while something like this might happen and I may need a break. And it's not just burnout. I don't have time to make more than one video a week. I really wish I could, but if YouTube is not really making me much money right now, like I get you know, like a couple cents a day or something, like 20-30 cents a day or something. I mean, it varies, you know, depending on how many views I got and everything like that, but it varies, and it's not a lot of money at all. And also YouTube pays out every $100, so I've only gotten one payout so far. I'm still trying to rack up my second payout, so YouTube is basically not really making any money right now yet. Obviously I would like for it to get to that point, but really the only way to get there is to keep going, to keep doing it. You're not gonna get there if you don't keep going. That's kind of my biggest thing, is like I'm a very active person when it comes to like doing things that I enjoy, so when I can't do that, it really brings me down, and it really makes me feel, well, honestly, like crap, like a piece of crap. And yeah, nobody likes feeling that way, obviously, so I'm glad I was able to sit down and at least record this video. But yeah, an update for you guys. I'm still here. I'm still gonna be making videos. I'm still gonna be making art. I have just needed to put things on a bit of a break because I've been struggling with stuff in my life, and yeah, that's basically it. It's been hard. It's been difficult, but here I am. I was able to record this today, and I'm happy about that, and I do feel a little bit better than I was feeling 3 weeks ago and 2 weeks ago. Things have stabilized a little bit more. There are still things I need to figure out, but that's how it goes. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, I guess. Hope you got some, what's the word, I don't know, feelings of compassion, maybe. Really, that's kind of what I was going for here. I don't want pity. I just want some sympathy, really, and I also would want other people who struggle with similar things to know that, you know, we all go through it. And I also want other people who struggle with something similar to know that they're not alone. And that's also kind of why I think it's important to talk about mental health. A lot of people just avoid talking about it. It's not good. I mean, that's kind of how I ended up where I am, and why I'm so big on talking about these things and communication. I used to not tell anybody anything at all about anything like this. Like, it took me until like college to start sharing this kind of stuff with people, because yeah, like I said before, that if I share anything with my parents, you know, my family, who's supposed to be the people you're you know, most comfortable with or closest to, I couldn't do that. I couldn't share anything I was going through with my family because, well, here's an example for you. One response that my mom gave me was, well, isn't everybody depressed? And I'm like, great, yes, awesome. So yeah, that's that. I hope you guys are able to have a good time despite everything going on, and if you like this video, please leave me a like and comment your experiences and what you've been going through. If you want to share anything like that, feel free. This is a safe space. I'd like to keep it that way, and come back next week for hopefully another fun video. And if you aren't subscribed yet, check out my other videos. I do all kinds of artsy, fashiony things, alternative style stuff, and if you like any of that, check it out and subscribe. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you next time. Bye.